Yeah, he's done some really good matches. Huh. Yeah. Hmm. B. Yeah, I can see that. What'd you think of the main event last night? Yeah, he's got to do it. He's got to go in spurts, basically. Yeah. Jeez, really. Yeah. Well, he's been active the entire time, though. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's actually more crazy to me that he's been active this whole time. Like, how he's lasted this long. What the fuck is that? Is it spray prime? I'll do for my headphones. I heard Undertaker's gong, but it's the background music in 2K. For a second, I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I thought his music randomly hit during Paul's entrance. That U.S. Championship is a beautiful ass design. Like, I love that replica. I mean, it's disrespectful, but also indicative. I think they're going to lose usually, right? I think it's always been the rumor, but I don't know if there's any weight to it. Yeah, yeah, but I don't think WWE will make it that simple, right? Like, I want to. Maybe this has to do with like maybe the other two. I don't know. Maybe I mean I can't imagine the other two entrances are that elaborate, but maybe it just has something to do with that. Maybe actually, maybe they have to get the truck out of there, so you had to go first. You know what I mean? How close was it to the ring? No. I saw it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A bit of pyro. I love these Kevin Owens shirts. Every year he does one where it's like a WrestleMania, like whichever like his number WrestleMania is like WrestleMania 2 is like his like the second time he's been at WrestleMania. So he basically just puts KO over to make KO Mania, but uses the logo from that WrestleMania and does some art with it. So it looks like he's up to what, seven now? WrestleMania 7. Yeah. So I mean I want him to go for like all 40 years to get these shirts. Like it is. Yeah. 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 That was awesome. Yeah. They complement each other really well. I was actually kind of hoping that once Vince was gone, Triple H tried to tone that down. Because I've heard, no, he didn't start it, but I mean, with Triple H in charge, maybe like he just straight told people like cut that shit out, something. Because I know that several wrestlers have talked about how like back when Sean was still active, if Sean was on the card that night, Gorilla Position actually had a sign that says no super kicks. Now, obviously, that's not the situation now, but still, you know what I mean? Like you're still watering it down. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really popular on the indies, like incredibly popular on the indies, and a lot of these guys came from the indies now. So I know, but still, they got to water it down. I mean, they got to take it down. The Usos do something called stereo super kick, where they kick you from both sides. That's fine, but just doing it for the fuck of it, yeah, cut that out. Ciampa did it right. It's part of Ron's regular moveset. 'Cause it's from it when he was with Triple H's group, the Authority. That one makes sense. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I can't get over Joaquin Wild's jump. I know, and the pose he did. I mean, I mean, and I can only imagine them. I can only imagine them doing rehearsals too. And they're like, "How far can you get out?" And you're like, "All right, well, mark it here. You sure?" No, he just did it. Yeah. What? I didn't see that match. That sounds like something Ricochet would do. Was it him? Omos? Braun Strowman? Lashley? Was that Lashley and the Street Profits? Dawkins and Ford? Montez Ford? That sounds like Montez Ford then. He does his. Did he do a frog splash? Like his frog splash height is ridiculous. Like he gets to the ceiling. Like every time I see it like on Raw or something do his finisher with that splash, I'm just like, my God, man. Like I he's not a huge dude, but I'd still, if I was one of his opponents, be like, all right, man, look, do you gotta go that high? That shit hurts, man. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. AJ's like, I don't know. That's why like he reminds me of Sean, is that like he just makes everything look so weirdly effortless, you know? Yeah. Which one? I don't know. And he's a smaller guy. Like I think he's only like 5'10", 5'9", something like that. But I don't know. Oh, I know. He when he left, he was like pretty slender. Because there was a point in where he left the WWE or he got fired. And then he came back and won the NXT championship a few years later. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? My God, man. Yeah. is, is it working? 21 thou. 802. You have the most. I think you have the most we've ever seen in a budget. Really, I feel like you should pay me like at least 200,000 for giving you the Bianca idea. At least. What? Wait, can't you buy that now? I know, man. But this might be a like you might look back at this moment and think to yourself, you wish you had just done it then. You know what I mean? To get it out of the way. It's week 14, so it'll be next week. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, he is. Also, at some point, I might have to talk to Emma for a minute, but I'll be back later. But yeah, I got to finish talking to her about something though, because um, I was helping her out with something with her work, her policy sheet with something, and she needs to get it to one of her clients tomorrow. I do know that Sean was working with Logan Paul, like personally. Yeah, and he was talking about it on some interview show and said that um, he was really more humble than you would think he'd be during the training sessions. Yeah, man, they gotta even if Kevin Owens retires, they gotta keep him around on commentary or something so he can keep making these shirts. You know what I mean? Because it's just like a super creative idea. I give him props for that. Like how did you even have that idea, like to do KO Mania 1, let alone, you know what I mean? And use the original logo. I wonder who came up with that. We'll move. Oh yeah, I have no idea when to reverse it. Like when to try. You know what I mean? Except for like when he first grabs you, maybe. But like, oh shit, like, yeah. Would you want to see on her? Two. Popularity 43, stamina 62. You can lowball her 14,500. She took it. Moderate decrease. What did you think of seeing Gunta perform? Yeah, he's had better matches for sure, but I'm just shocked he lost. Honestly, I did not think he was going to lose to Sami Zayn. I had to go to the honestly, Sammy deserves it. He does. Like he's the kind of guy that's just like been a glue guy for WWE for years and doesn't really get enough credit for it. But that's actually exactly why I didn't think he was going to win. Like, so did they say that Gunter like eventually has a record? It was like two over 2 years, right? It was like 600 something days, I think. Damn, man. Uh, that was almost scary looking. Like I wonder what they were trying to do. You know what I mean? I think almost looks like Owen saved him midair or something. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see that again because it looks like it almost looked like Logan was trying to do like a fisherman suplex, like a perfect plex, But no, His low ball 70K. Moderate decrease. He took it. Drew wants 102. Yeah. Yep. He's a champ. 3 promo skills, 71 popularity, 63 stamina. How is his popularity only 71 with the championship? Oh. Also, for some reason, his contract duration said 4 weeks for 7,500. I don't know what's up with that, but yes, he's a champion. Yes, Piper. He took it. Moderate decrease. Triple threats are no DQ. Yeah, by default. So are fatal 4 ways because you can't DQ somebody who's going to win. You know what I mean? I guess you could remove them from the match if they wanted to do that, but oh, he sells the RKO very well. Clearly the best superstar at WCW, and I imagine the crowd might be getting bored of seeing me win so easily every week. I need a bigger test, one that suits my superior skills. I want to go up against both Buck and Steiner this week. Who the hell's Buck? He wants a triple threat or a fatal 4-way match against them. Yeah, Scott Steiner, who's already in a level 4 rivalry with Gunther and Finn Balor. 49 stamina. Buck is Adrian Buck, 32 popularity, 100 stamina. Yeah, the Mike specialist. Beat that motherfucker's ass. KSI, another YouTuber that was friends with Logan Paul. No, he's uncoordinated as hell, but he's been showing up the last few weeks. He's just there to draw views. Yeah, and those things have got to be cheap or something because, like, small increase. And Scott wants a match at the upcoming PLE. The Grace say he's dead. Oh man, you know what? I give Dominic a lot of credit. He made the Eagles players like $1 million for that post shot. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, he made them look awesome when he did that. You know what? I didn't notice until like yesterday, but do you know where that name came from? The Stone Cold Stunner was from because he used to be called Stunning Steve Austin. I had no idea. Never put two and two together on that. What do you think of the Mania set this year? Yeah, not over the top, pretty good. Yeah, one of my favorites. Good. Like gods. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Like I said, he's a natural. Still annoying as shit. Anyway, so yeah, the girls that were coming down. What about them? Yeah. So I still never saw that actual match, but Jade Cargo looked okay. The new one, buff chick. Yeah, I think because of her hair, but I mean her Titantron still said Jade, so I think she's still Jade Cargill. But I think that she has like a tagline though. It's like the storm is coming or something like that. Generic power. Hmm. So they had a moment at the Royal Rumble with Jade and Bianca where like they had a face down. Like they like to tease matches like you want to see these two go at it kind of thing. When there'll be like a pause on the Rumble and two people stare each other down. So they did that with Jade and Bianca, but the way they did it, like they both had somebody over their head in a gorilla press, and they happen. Okay, yeah. Okay, and like they're walking towards each other, hold these people. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. Also, you see the advertisement for King of the Ring again, King and Queen of the Ring. I figured that would be coming back too, because I know it's like a favorite of Triple H's. Hopefully, they make it a regular pay per view again, yearly. And the Slammies brought the Slammies back too. I'm like, my boy, really? So, yeah, I mean, you have these brands that people know and recognize from wrestling, like that they don't just haven't used in years, or they use them randomly. Like the Slammies, for instance, they did it like I want to say like 3 or 4 times in the last 20 years, and it would always be random as shit. Like, like all of a sudden they'd be like, next week's the Slammies. I'm like, huh? King of the Ring was the same thing. Like they did it like in the late 2000s, and then they basically did it like 2 or 3 times since then. And it's just like people recognize these pay per views still. Use them. King of the Ring. I mean, King of the Ring by itself. I mean, it's just a series of regular matches. The way that King of the Ring was in the 80s and 90s, yes, because they had to wrestle 4 matches in one night. But the way that it's been done since the 90s, it was like you had preliminary matches that would happen on Raw before King of the Ring, and then King of the Ring would have just like the semifinal and the final. So they would wrestle once at the beginning of the show and then once at the end, you know. Um, so I mean, this should be good. The women's main event, yeah. Oh, before I forget, like I do think that's dumb. Like they've been doing this for a while with the whole like you have to have premium on Peacock to be able to see the video recaps. Yeah. Otherwise, it just goes to like a blank "We'll be back" screen. Exactly. I'm like, that is a really weird ass way to try to make money. Hold on, I'll listen. I want to listen to this. Hang on, because I knew they broke up, but I never actually saw the breakup. I did see some shit later on where when Dakota Kai came back from injury, at first it looked like she was going to help out Bailey against them, but then she turned on them too. I know part of the story was all of them had titles except for Bailey, so they were seeing her as a failure. They do, yeah. Surprise what? Yeah, they should get one pretty soon, hopefully, like a women's intercontinental or something. One of the most popular downloads on WWE 2K every year in the belt section is a women's intercontinental title. No, like there's the community makes it so that people can add it to the universe mode or something. Because in the universe you can set anything up like that. Like you can add a brand new title to a show and assign who goes for it. She broken English. Asuka's a little bit better at it, but you can't really understand her. Well, like I said, she can like if you were to sit down and like talk to her like on a date with her or something, you could talk to her, but she's not smooth enough with English to be able to get on a mic with it. You know what I mean? And make the segment like understandable. Yeah, she was part of Stardom, the all women's promotion in Japan. That's where he found Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. There's another chick on the roster that used to be on Stardom. I can't remember what it is though. Io or Bailey. Okay. How proud of herself she is. Yeah, I mean Bailey's always been like like cute enough. You know what I mean? She could probably set some Guinness World Records with that thickness though. Like, how does her underwear even hold her ass? Uh-uh. Oh shit. Uh, and the goddess, well, yeah. All right, go ahead. What do you got on the? Yeah, so you want me to go ahead and buy the arena? 24 assets. It's only 500,000. Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's important because you'll have more money next week. Uh, well, like I said, I'm selling at least another 10,000 tickets at a higher price. So you go from 25,000 at $7 a pop to 35,000 at $8 a pop. I'm sure it does. Show looks better, but even so, you're still, even if you only get that 25,000, you're still charging them all a dollar more each, right? So anyway, Triple H says rest your primary solo champion this week and get a Get School 3 card. Yeah, Io's beautiful and sexy. I don't know what it is about her body, but like something about her body is just like you just want to grab it. You know what I mean? Shit, all of them, dude. Asuka, Kairi Sane, Tai. Asuka, like without her makeup, like just like out and about, like cute as shit. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I wish like I think her dark like her dark eyeshadow and lipstick is it goes overboard. Like some women can definitely pull off black lipstick, and she can too, but she definitely loses some of her attractiveness when she does it. Yeah. I was, what are you doing there? Talk about a goddess, man, Samantha Irvin. Like every time I see her, I'm just like Ricochet, you dog. Like if I ever see Ricochet in person, I'm just gonna look at him and be like, dog, and just like like give him a handshake and be like, look him in the eye, he'll know exactly why. That's why I was fucking like scared when they did the draft and they sent Gunther to, or they sent Imperium to Raw when Samantha was still on SmackDown. I was like, oh no. And dude, there was a backlash fast online. They were like, hey, you cannot split her away from Imperium. And then they announced like that same day that she was going to Raw too. I know, man. He's got this energy. It's just like a fucking like he looks like a final boss, right? Like yeah. And the way that the like Imperium being like, these like European countries and everything, I mean, it's just an imposing group in general. I'm kind of shocked as what happened with that. Oh, that's a shame. Hold on one second. What's up? What? The one in front of your wheel? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't strike me as important. How'd that even happen? How does it even happen? Like, what do you think I got hit by? Yeah. You think so? Where are you right now? Oh, you're at home. Okay. Right. Yeah. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? Like what time? Yeah. Well, I mean, just take your time then. That's fine. I was actually just talking to Steve and watching WrestleMania, but whenever you're ready, I can switch over. I just need a minute to wrap up what we're doing. Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, like, just take your time. It's fine. You can. I think there's only Steve. Is it just this match and one more left? That sounds right, right? Yeah. I mean, that works. And then, yeah. No, one. The next match is the main event. No idea. You know, I don't mind. You do for sure. Really? Nah. Nah, not really. I know. I know, but you still looked annoyed at first. Yeah, of course. Okay. Sounds good. Later. Yeah, it was. Dude, did she get a concussion from that turnbuckle thing? Like who hit that turnbuckle? Was it Bailey? Like got like thrown into the bottom turnbuckle like that? Any idea what happened? One of his claymores. Yeah, man. Drew had a funny ass story about where that move came from. Back when he was in like this rock band group, like it was like a they were called 3MB. They looked like a bunch of idiots. They were jobbers. But um, he said that he had some pants that were just like too tight, and he was just trying to do a regular big boot. But when he did it, like his other leg went with it because because little tight his pants were. And so he gets backstage, and Pat Patterson was like, "Hey, what was that movie?" It's like, oh, yeah, something was workshopping it. I can't imagine what's going through his head in that moment. Though, like, what? Why? Oh, trips. Was the card worth it? Yeah, that's not important. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, like that you have, or well, no. The answer is no on both. I'm there now. You have 6 more pre-match physios, but no health costs. You do have one injury rehab three. Oh, that was impressive. Eos counter. Yeah, me too. Hmm. Yeah. Whenever a show's still going on, I try my best never to like pause rewind because it's all janky. It's not as bad when it's like on demand. Wow. No, she's got 2 weeks left. Right. Pay-per-view is next week. Done. There's another injury rehab 2 card in the store. Are you still in the same place on Mania? Where'd you rewind it? Yeah. San Jose, but California's California, I guess. Yeah, me either. I know, man. Always so expensive. Hey, real quick on your WrestleMania, let me know when you get to the screen that says WWE Live 25 brand new events, tickets on sale Friday. Okay. Okay, I got it. Go ahead and get it, you said, or we're gonna see Adrian Buck. So you want me to go ahead and make that match? Do it a triple threat. It was Balor, Buck, and who else? Steiner. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, she gave us. I don't know. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Gin and juice. That was like an actual. WrestleMania. It's weird. Like it goes to our age again, right? It's just weird to hear WrestleMania 40. You know what I mean? Because we're back there watching like WrestleMania 10, 12, and like we watched WrestleMania 20 in high school. Yeah. So it seems like, I mean, so far it's going the way I predicted. Remember where I thought like they were gonna like Rock and Roman would win night one, and then my theory is that like they keep talking about the dissension, and Rock's gonna turn on Roman tonight. Why would he turn? Well, the way they've set it up seems to be, Rock thinking he is actually the head of the table. Like he has more stroke. Like he's trying to like, pull his weight and everything. Whereas Roman is just like an egotistical thing where he's like, you're trying to steal a spotlight from me. Like you notice how they gave Rock his own entrance? Like I think that was purposeful for to show that he's like, yeah, yeah, that too. I love Rock's sell on that too. Oh yeah. They don't have a title. How would it go to four? One. One more. Stamina. All right. How do you want these ordered? But tomorrow. Yeah, man. So yeah, you can coast from here, and you're back really like right back into contention because we got 18 assets, and you've got the tier six that you needed on the stadium. All you got to worry about now is the other ones. I know, but you're still in a much better place than you were a few months ago. Well, I'm going to see this entrance. Brandy Rhodes, his wife. And I was saying like the hottest woman on the planet. Basically, my God, man, I just like she doesn't even make sense to me. I mean, like she was an announcer. She's wrestled a couple times, but she's not good. She was a ring announcer for NXT when she met him. Now she's just a professional hot person. Huh? Oh yeah. Look at him like, God, thank you. Straight to eBay, sir. I think it'd be one of the most like surreal parts of being a celebrity, which is just like having regular ass items go for large money. And I mean, just like it's almost like you can generate money at will, you know? Like Yeah, yeah, makes no sense. Speaking of signatures, though, I have a um oh, I can't think of the name of the who played Palpatine. No, Palpatine. Anyway, I have a signed poster of him that I need to find. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, I got it from Bandbox. It was like an extra large one though, so it's bigger than normal. But I haven't seen it since I got it, honestly. So I didn't. Are you done with this night? Yeah, yeah. Final check.
One, two, ring that bell. One, two, ring it.
Yeah.
One, two, that's three. Ring the bell.
It's just like an energy drink, right? Is that what it is? Ridiculous.
One, two, that's it. Ring it.
I mean, I re I respect the hustle, but fuck. Holy shit. I love Roman's music. That is final boss music, man. Like Roman Reigns. Like straight up, you know what I mean? Like the second they first changed it a couple of years ago, I'm like, all right, here we go. Huh. Yeah, no joke, man. Like, anybody that complains about Roman being the face of the company, like, who the hell else? You seen him ever? Like, it's either him or Heenan. Yeah. Damn, he still hasn't caught up to Hulk Hogan. Of course he hasn't. I know San Martino's record, it might be out of reach, honestly. He was champion for damn ever. Like an entire decade almost. Backlund was too. Like, I mean, I want to say like 4 or 5 years straight. What about him? Uh, They mentioned Lesnar. I mean, I imagine he'll be back pretty soon. Like I said before, like I was talking to Tony about it. Tony's convinced like more is going to come out, but I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, and the way that like I said before, like the way he's written about in that whole thing doesn't sound like he's not like Vince in that thing. You know what I mean? He's just a guy where somebody was like, "Hey, you want to fuck this girl?" He's like, "Yeah." You know what I mean? He wasn't shitting on her. He wasn't like holding her. He never even saw her. All right. I mean, honestly, Brock's biggest problem is Sable, right? I mean, Sable's got to be smart enough to know it's going to happen. He's hilarious. I love him. All right, here's your show. It is.
One, two, ring the bell. One, two, that's it, ring it.
I mean, I never even clarify what the hell that means, other than it probably just going to pop up every so often, interfere.
One, two, that's three, ring it.
Oh, yeah, 2. My God, man. Like, Charles Robinson. I know. Still there. Lil Lil Nate. No, he's full time. And he's still the ring foreman. He's the guy that still sets up the ring every night. Like he's ahead of that crew. Like he is company man through and through. Like he was on an episode of that treasure hunting show. Like they're trying to find stuff for the Hall of Fame, like a physical Hall of Fame place. And they had to go get something from him. And he had something. I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was like one of Flair's robes or something. And like he was in tears. Like you could just tell how much this guy loves all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like to hand it over, he was in tears. He didn't have to, but But I mean, yeah, you can just tell he's just a really good guy, really passionate. Dude, they're gonna burn WWE headquarters store down if they do that. Like I still hold down the idea that it was the right choice to have him lose last year because it was too soon. He had just gotten back. You know what I mean? Yeah, but also before that, when he did his whole AEW thing, all that stuff, right? And then he came back and was injured for like half the year with that pectoral thing, and then came back, won the Royal Rumble, and then went against Roman last year at WrestleMania. But I was saying at the time, like like don't do it yet, do it next year or something. Like get the chase going still. Make it a bigger story, build it to a fever pitch, and that's what they did. This time though, yeah, they better you better not do that again. Like I mean, a lot of people are just like, this bullshit. Like, they should have finished. But it's like, it's not always the best. WWE is not stupid. Triple H isn't stupid. It's not always the best idea just because that's what the crowd wants right now. You know what I mean? Oh, that's right. X Pac walked out. Yeah. Also, Cody's top rope, whatever he did when he springboarded off the top rope was like a cutter or something. Like when he went up to the not the turnbuckle, but like he like went on top board, like he balanced on the top rope on the side. I think it was like a cutter move, either a cutter or a kick. Dude, yeah, look at that. See, our arena crowd size, 38 38,394. This arena can hold 75,000, right? We had 38,394. You had 37,642. Yeah. So look at your ticket revenue and profit. Yeah. It's gonna pay for itself fast. I think it said they sting pretty bad. Oh, I saw Authors of Pain. I saw that bit. They were going to town when I turned it on. Jeez. Roman's swing with that thing just now. I tried to take his head off. Did you read the comments for the Room? Hmm. It's like their standard issue or something. Yeah. You see this? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that fan flinched all the way back. It's like fuck. Yeah, I'll never forget that moment, dude. Like he's an absolute monster. So you're 100,000 behind, Heyman. So what do you make of Raw? Are they making up space? Yeah, but we're at that 5 million mark where I know you noticed like our fan increase is starting to slow down already. Hmm. Ooh, yeah. Double cost of the power cards. I don't remember. We're down. I know. That's what I was thinking when he said that. All right, man. No. sometimes, but a lot of times it's been the interference from the Usos or Solo, or that's how he beat Cody last year. Cody was about to hit a third crossroads and he got hit by Solo. Cody? Oh, hard to say. Yeah, it's also his family. Like, it's a proven family. The cash in? Yeah. Well, that's basically what that briefcase is for. Yeah, you can be more you can be more creative with this. Sometimes the cash ins are creative, sometimes they're pretty lazy. Yeah. Yeah, I've never liked the cash ins where it happens like right after a match like that. Oh, was that it? Yeah. She said that. Paul. I know, man. But she doesn't age. Yeah. Oh man, there's a special promotion card in the store. Yeah. I already have one. Wait, no, I don't. All right. Why? What? Yeah. Yeah. He torqued him. Hey, stop him. Tell him. He dug into that. Extreme Rules, the branded PLE. Yeah. Trips and stuff. I think they have two girls. I thought they had two girls. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, really? They're what? Hmm. Yeah, they strike me as a type though that would like not like Trump because there's still a lot of Republican like as far as like Republicans who fully support Trump, it's only like 10 to 15% of Republicans. Over 60% of them are still Republicans but don't like Trump. Yeah, they still have that thing. Well, it's the Republican Party. It's still the Republican Party. The reason that like he's going to have a Republican cabinet, possibly put in Republican. Oh, possibly put in Republican, judges and stuff like that. That's the way they reason it. But Trump is a unique case. You know what I mean? Okay, who the fuck is missing? Rhonda. Oh, right. Yeah, it was Roman's face. Damn, he flew on that. There's a button in the gameplay here where you can complain to the ref. Yeah. I know. He doesn't age either. It's like a robot they programmed or something. I know. It might be because it's got that little area where um fuck. Right. He's the ring bell. It's harder. Like anytime I've ever seen somebody get hit with the ring bell, I'm like, fuck, man. I think it's just like, all kinds of solid metal. With a sound. Yeah. That's exactly what happened last year. He got two off, about to do another one, then Solo came in with this spike. He's the Usos' younger brother. He's all right. I I just I feel like Cody's either gonna have to overcome Rock. Rock's showing up, right? But Cody's either gonna have to overcome Rock or Rock is going to betray Roman, and then you can set up a storyline there, you know, and the bloodline. No, not all of them. I'm just saying, like the others will be around or incapacitated or something, and the Rock's going to take out Roman. So that's what I'm guessing. Damn. Wow. Yeah. All right. That makes me think. That makes me think Austin might show up too, because he's been kind of like hinting at it, you know, on his Twitter. Say again. Hmm. So either that's how they incapacitate Rock, or like I don't know. I mean, or like if Rock doesn't actually take out Roman. That's still my guess, though. I know. Yeah, who came out as gear? They kept telling him to. Like Sean told that story, so they kept texting him over like a month, and then like, yeah, wear your gear. He's like, okay, well, shit, I got to get in shape. So he's like, I'm doing like 2 a days, getting ready, so I can look good in my gear. And then they show up, and he's the only one in gear. And he's like, what happened to the gear? And Austin like straight up like he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, uh, I was like, what? What the hell? The Shield? It's got to be a distraction. The Shield is that group that Roman and Seth were in, unless it's Dean Ambrose, but he's in AEW. Well, that was a good try, Seth. Oh, oh, Rock's face. Yeah, he stopped straight in his tracks. Okay, with all of this going on, there's no way Cody loses. Like, Like they're just trying to make it as epic as possible. He starts screaming out he's the final boss. He disappear now. He took Rock with him. Holy shit! Yeah, that's awesome. Seth, you need to go to the hospital, bro. Well, they don't need him now. Well, Undertaker take Rock to the Deadly Regions or something. Like, wow. Samantha's crying. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you remember that skit I showed you, the Michaels and Triple H going to little person court? Like there was this thing where Hornswoggle, the little dwarf guy they used to have, he was always like hiding in the ring, basically, leaving it there. And like he kept trying to come out in DX gear and join DX, and Sean and Triple H just bully him every time. Huh? Where? I know, right? Yeah, right. Sting, ridiculous. Right. He is. Like he really is. Like every time I see him and like just like talking for real, like he's chill. So yeah, tops. Yeah, is Rollins all right? Long time backstage guy. Not without my fucking music. Right. No. So Bruce is like he's been backstage since the '80s. Um, he has a really interesting podcast because he has like basically every story you could imagine. Like everything. Like I heard something a few weeks ago him talking about the Mega Powers thing with Savage and Hogan because he's there making the entire plans for it. So he's able to tell all the backstage about what happened, how it came together. Huh? Yeah, he's. I mean, he's one of. He's basically like a console. Like he's just one of the top guys, basically. So he's always there for production meetings, creative meetings, all that stuff. So I know he's one of the big reasons, like that reached out to Cody to come back a couple years ago. He's also the one I think that told Cody to leave WWE. Like he's like, if you're not comfortable here, just go do your own thing for a little bit and build your. No, he created AEW, but at first, for a couple of years, he went around the world, wrestled pretty much every promotion, and then he created AEW. Yeah, with some other people. No, him and Brandy gave up their part of it. And they left. Yeah, you could tell. Yeah. I used to have some gold. You what? I don't know. No, they're not her kid. They have a baby. So one thing Cody did like a long time ago, about 10 years ago. Yeah, I know. Like 10, 12 years ago, when he won the Intercontinental Championship, he's the one that brought back that classic style Intercontinental Championship. Yeah. Um, yeah. The world title in WWE. Yeah. That was the whole thing about finishing the story. So people were thinking that maybe he would try to bring back like the Winged Eagle or something if he won this one. Yeah. I know, right? What no? Well, I'm gonna okay, so I need to finish this and then I'm gonna switch over for a minute and talk to him and then I'll be back. All right, I'll let you know as soon as possible.